Hey everybody, it is I, Super Paul Games, and how are you doing? Welcome back to Sakura Santa. Last time, all the gifts got ruined because Santa dropped her big booty on it. Why does she have no confidence in herself? She's just a giant klutzo? That's the question I keep asking myself over and over again. Maybe Santa's a dipshit? Maybe Santa's really an asshole to his kids? Maybe he's like, ho, ho, ho! You suck, children! I can see millions, billions of children across the world, and they're all better than you. Aw, Dad! Santa insists that she's a failure even though she's been doing this for years. What if the reason why she tripped was me? She didn't trip over me. It's not like I was under her and my Koji bone was in her way. Where's my cup? She didn't say she's nervous around me. She kept making silly mistakes even before she destroyed those toys too. So what if I'm partially responsible for this? What do I make out of that? Well, it doesn't matter who is responsible and who isn't at this point. What I should be worrying about is what is going to happen next. Let's presume that she doesn't shake off her depression and makes no new toys for all the good girls and boys. It would truly be a miserable Christmas for everyone, especially her. Those kids are relying on her to bring Christmas joy to them on the most wonderful day of the year. No one else can do it but her, or her siblings, or her dad. Kinda miss that Koji bone. Yet I don't know what I can say to help her snap out of her depression. Be like, hey, sugar tits, make some presents. However, just sitting here in my apartment and letting her face her problems alone, that definitely is not what I should do. After all, I couldn't recall myself a man. I mean, I couldn't call myself a man if I did something like that. I guess I'd be a little girl. I seem to remember when I was feeling down. There was a period where I just wanted to be left alone. After that, I just needed someone to talk to me to make sure I was alright. Maybe it's not so different for Santa. Maybe she's a human with emotions too. She looks like the sort of girl who needs a lot of support from her family. More like from her bra, because those tits were everywhere. It would make sense that she would have relied on them a lot. Taking up the mantle of Santa Claus would be no easy task for anyone. The whole point of what she was doing, I think, is that she wanted to be independent. She makes a lot of mistakes and tends to trip when there's no reason to. Obviously, we overthink things. And it's obvious that what? It hurts her self-esteem, words, fuck it. So I can only imagine that as she grew up, she would have needed a lot of help. That's what a family is there for, though. They support each other when they're in trouble. And then, though I can understand Santa's desires, there are a lot of strong personalities in her family, like Brother Santa, Dad Santa, Other Santa, Sister Santa, Mama Santa. So she wanted to prove herself as best she could. However, since that hasn't worked out... Oh, Koji bone, that's rough. Be like, yeah, she kinda sucked at trying to prove she was decent. Well, I can speculate about that all day. I just dropped juice all over myself. I don't know if you heard it. But that doesn't do anything about her situation. I should visit her workshop again as soon as I can. I look at the intricate snow globe sitting on my table. To be able to craft something like that, it would take a level of skill that I don't think anyone else could ever have. Hell, there's no way I could make something so beautiful in my hands, even if I had 100 years of practice. Santa, you're not useless. I'll tell you that as many times as I have to when I see you again. And then I'll stare at your crotch for a while, silently and awkwardly. Silent crotch, awkward crotch. Your singing hurts my ears. Shut up. Santa, that girl really is in a bad spot right now. Then why don't we go visit her? Instead we sit on the couch and blacked out for a while? But I don't know what to do. Dad said the first thing I should do is offer my help to anyone, or any way I can. Even if it's just giving her some morale. There has to be a way that she can remake the toys, though. She's a member of the Claus family, after all. If she's her father's daughter, then she can get through it. All of a sudden, Koji is an expert on Santa. He's like, I saw a Santa cartoon once. I know how to make all your toys in one night. The old man used to make all of the toys by himself before Christmas. So I just need to help her break out of her depression. There's still time before Christmas, so I might be able to wait a day or two to let her cool off. What? Alright, dude, Koji. She's depressed and has to make a lot of presents. Maybe you need to go help her, like, now, not be like, wait a while. I'll get to it when I do. No, we're gonna go see Santa right now. She probably needs help now. There's no point in wasting any time. I shake the snow globe and wait for it to take me to her workshop. I immediately make my way through the front door. Santa's sitting by herself on a chair looking at an empty table. So many empty tables. Santa?
Koji, what are you doing here? I'm a failure.
No, you're not, Santa. You made a mistake and that's perfectly fine. I make mistakes every day. My mom said I was a mistake. I didn't understand that, but the more time you spend sitting around here feeling sorry for yourself, the closer Christmas gets.
But I can't make enough toys in time.
So give up. Why don't you just give up and no kids get any presents? I'm okay with that. I'm not a kid anymore.
And if I do, who says I won't ruin it like before?
No! Bad Santa! No! How many Christmases have you made happen, Santa? How many boys and girls have you made presents for and delivered with no trouble at all?
I've lost count.
I don't know if that's because you've helped that many people, or the fact you can't count very high. So far, I could be either one. Just because you made a mistake once doesn't mean that you're incapable. You're only human, after all.
But, Santa can't make mistakes.
Why can't Santa make mistakes?
I don't know.
She seems less depressed than before, at least. I think my yelling at her helped her. Think, Santa, what you can do. What? I got confused, Santa. What can you do to get all these presents ready in time?
Well,
step 1 would be make presents. Step 2 would be wrap presents. Maybe a little help there.
I want to do it properly. I don't want to cheat.
Who cares?
I could mass produce the toys with, Christmas magic. But that just isn't right.
Why not? Wait, so you can use magic to make all the toys, and the kids are all happy at Christmas? Why don't we do that solution? They're supposed to be lovingly made gifts, right? Who cares? The kid doesn't give a crap if he's got a train. He just wants a train. He's not going to be like, I care if this came from a factory or was lovingly made by a klutz. She specifically avoided mass production for that very reason. Well, wouldn't you love that if you were going to buy a car? No, I'm sorry, General Motors. I don't want one of your mass-produced cars made at one of your factories that has a high reliability, standard. I want you to make one lovingly, piece by piece, that's going to take years and cost me an exorbitant amount. But Santa, well, how can you make enough toys if you don't use mass production? Or ass production? Oh, let me think. Oh, of course! Time travel? Santa?
Yes?
Is there any way to contact your family?
Oh. Yeah, there is, but...
But what?
I don't want them to know. I'm so ashamed of myself.
Oh gosh, she's crying.
I imagine, what they'd think of me if they knew how badly I failed those children.
I'm sure they'd be okay. Why are you grabbing your crotch? Why would they do that? They're your family. I'm sure they would love and support you. Families help each other out when they're in need. They don't shun each other for perceived failures. Well, some do. She looks down at the ground when I say that.
I guess there's no way around it. Har, har, har. The important thing is that the boys and girls get their presents.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna ask Dad for help.
Wait? You mean you're going to ask the big guy himself to help out?
Yeah. He's the only one who would be free at the moment.
I bet your dad uses magic too.
He retired a few years ago, and he lets his family take care of the operation.
Your dad is a saint, literally.
But he's the single greatest toy maker in the entire family. Not to mention the fastest one out of us all.
I reckon he'd gotta be fast if you got that many brothers and sisters. I can't believe it! Am I going to meet Santa himself? Well, Santa's right in front of me, so it's gonna be confusing. That's the only evidence I need for his existence.
Just give me a minute, Koji.
She wanders out of the workshop, then... I'm not really sure what she's doing, but I think the wind grew a lot stronger while she was standing out there. I bet she was holding in a fart, so she had to go out there and, like, let it rip. It's a few minutes later before she walks back in.
He's coming.
Ew. Really? He's going to help?
Yep. He was so worried about me. I've always been clumsy no matter how hard I try.
Oh man, he's gonna kick her ass, isn't he? Because we told her to put the candy cane between her boobs and... Oh, I hope he didn't see that.
Dad just said that's a part of who I am.
Yeah, he's right, you know, you are kind of clumsy. That doesn't make you any less of a person, though, Santa.
Thank you. Anyway, we can't talk for much longer.
But, why not?
Sorry, Koji. But he said he doesn't want to see you until Christmas dinner.
What? What?
He doesn't want to surprise or spoil the surprise for himself. After all, we all have our rules about showing ourselves.
You're not the real Santa, are you? Like, at Christmas dinner, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I was perving on your crotch, and you're gonna turn into a fat old man, because I'd still do you. Oh, no way, man. I almost saw Santa. Oh, well, I guess he is the Santa Claus. What about you, though? Why am I allowed to see you?
I told you before. It's okay if it's Koji.
What? But why am I the exception?
Dad told me.
She walks up to me slowly and places her hands on my cheeks. She pulls me towards her and kisses me on the forehead.
It's fine to show yourself to the one you love.
Alright, that is creepy on a couple of things, because of course you should be able to show yourself to the one you love, not hide behind a bush. And that means Santa Girl was like, I'm watching you and loving on you. Alright, at least you're hot. I gently touched the place where she kissed me. Oh, she kissed me! A bit taken aback. Her face says everything. Oh. This girl, she's so cute! She's sweet to the point that I think I'm going to die from the sheer cuteness of her. Oh, my heart! Oh, I'm dying, bitch! Ah. That'd be horrible.
Not again.
Why is my heart beating this fast?
I did something strange, didn't I?
You're making the blood go from my heart to my head and to my bone, or my Koji bone. No, it's fine. It's fine. I pull her towards me and embrace her in a strong hug. Nothing's wrong at all. I'm not trying to rub your boobs on me. Maybe a bit. She doesn't move at all in my arms. Instead, she slowly closes her eyes and puts her arms around me, too. Aww, this is the least creepy part of the game, getting a hug from Santa Lady.
The true spirit of the Yuletide is not about giving or receiving.
I got something I would like to give you.
But freely giving because you want to.
I wanted to give you my Koji bone for free. Wait, who said that? The big guy?
Yep. He said that you only understand the true spirit of the Yuletide when you give your heart to another.
Please don't rip it out of your body and have blood everywhere, because I can't deal with that right now. Give your heart to another, huh? Wait! Are you trying to lock me into commitment? Did your dad really say that? Are you gonna make me marry you?
Sorry, Koji. I want to spend more time with you.
Uh-oh.
But Dad and I need to start working now.
Okay, Santa. That wasn't creepy at all. I'll be at my apartment when you're done, furiously not masturbating.
Don't worry, this shouldn't take long.
I bet you that's what your dad said to Mrs. Claus.
What? I don't get that.
She leans over and whispers gently into my ear.
We'll be together for Christmas Eve, Koji! Just you and me. I'm really, really nervous.
I am too. You better not be hiding a dick under there. It'd be funny if some guy named Dick was like, hi, I'm down here.
I can't make my heart calm down.
I hope you don't need a doctor. That's normal, Santa.
Is it? I'm so glad you don't even know. I'm only human like you said.
She takes me by the hand and slowly leads me out of the workshop.
Well, I'll be seeing you soon, Koji. That's a promise. Please wait for me until then. I love you.
Of course, Santa, I love you too. I'll be waiting for you.
Thank you, Koji.
She quietly closes the door of her workshop. I'm curious as to what the patriarch of the Claus family looks like, but I guess that isn't going to happen just yet. I hope she'll be able to make all of her hose in time. What? Toys! What was I thinking about hose? Ellipses. Actually, we're going to end here. Hopefully her and her father get all the toys made in time. Why does her dad make her work in like a sweat lodge? It is super tiny. I'm still worried that her dad is going to be her, and it's going to be like some sort of episode of Star Trek, where you're like, oh, Q, you're hot. Oh, no, you're a dude. Did he have an episode where he was a girl? I don't remember. It's like the girl in Star Trek 6, who was hot, and then turned into the changeling gross thing. Whatever. I'm just talking about Star Trek a lot. Maybe I'm going to go play Star Trek. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next episode of Sakura Santa.